Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. So today we're talking about another New York Mets signing in Major League Baseball. They are just going off on everyone. They're taking so many people off the market, adding a lot of depth to their team, and they're going to be very good in 2019. I feel like I'm saying that in every other video now, because pretty much every other video is about the New York Mets. They're definitely one of the teams that are doing the most this offseason, and it's going to show in 2019 when they're playing games and when they're winning and when their record is just completely different from the past few seasons. Jed Lowrie was signed with a 2-year, $20 million contract. He is a switch-hitting second baseman from Oakland Athletics, and this guy is just a beast, okay? Offensively, he gets on base a lot, is definitely there to score runs for you. He's not going to be able to steal much, but will be on base, can get a bunch of extra base hits and RBIs, and he'll just pretty much round the bases, bring you runs, and save a lot of balls from getting through the infield on defense. Jed Lowrie is a second baseman, but with Robinson Cano now on the New York Mets because of that trade with the Seattle Mariners a little while ago, Jed Lowrie will have to go somewhere other than second base. Most likely it will be third base. He does have some experience at the hot corner, just not a whole lot, so he's really just kind of have to practice and get in there. I'm sure he'll be fine, but that's really the only thing the New York Mets have to worry about with Jed Lowrie now as a Met in New York. Let's get right into his stats right here. I mean, in 596 at-bats in 2018, he was hitting .267 with 23 home runs, 99 RBIs, and no stolen bases, but with a .801 OPS. So right there, like I said, this guy gets on base a lot. So you put him lead off, you put him somewhere close to the top, or you just put him at the bottom so that, you know, you can have someone on base for those top few hitters in the lineup, and he's most likely going to score for you. His career stats in Major League Baseball, 3,984 at-bats, hitting .262 in his career with 104 home runs, 509 RBIs, only 7 stolen bases, but a .749 OPS there as well. So just Jed Lowrie is really going to help big time. That's all I'm really going to say with that. I mean, all of these guys the Mets are signing have a big role to play for the club in 2019. Jed Lowrie will also get the option, or not the option, he'll get the ability to play with the Mets in 2020. And we just have to take a moment to really applaud Brody Van Wagenen. I mean, we knew it with the Seattle trade when they acquired closer Edwin Diaz and second baseman Robinson Cano that he knew what he was doing. And just now, I was not expecting this much to come from him. And I'm honestly surprised the Mets are spending the money that they are. They have gained so many great players without the past couple of weeks. And since the offseason has started, that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I really don't see how they're not going to be at least 500 and how they're not going to have a chance of postseason. I think they definitely have a shot. Will they necessarily make the postseason? We don't know. Okay, but with the team they have, it's definitely possible. The only thing is, Todd Frazier is still a part of the team, and Todd Frazier, if Jed Lowrie is at third, really doesn't have a position to play. So what does that mean for him? Will he have a future with the New York Mets? It's possible, but there's also a good chance that he will be traded or just something will happen to him. He won't be a starter. Maybe he'll be a pinch hitter or something. Maybe he'll come in to hit for the pitcher, which again is a pinch hitter, but he'll come in for the pitcher, try to get on base somehow, and then maybe Jed Lowrie hits, I don't know, like something's going to happen with Todd Frazier. He's not going to start probably as many games as he did in 2018, at least not for the Mets, which is kind of upsetting because I really like Todd Frazier, but honestly, Jed Lowrie is a switch hitter, and baseball nowadays is about the matchups, and, you know, if there's a right-handed batter up at the plate, you're going to bring in a left-handed pitcher because there's harder stuff to hit when you're seeing the ball come at you. You know, instead of like a slider going away from you, going to the outside of the plate, it's coming in on you. You're going to get jammed. Like, Jed Lowrie is a switch hitter, so it doesn't matter what kind of pitcher is up. And the matchups for him are going to be a lot better because he's going to have stats against both left-handed pitchers and right-handed pitchers a lot, and they're going to be really good. He's going to be someone that the Mets can definitely rely on, and because of that, I don't necessarily think Frazier will have much to do with New York in 2019, which is, like I said, unfortunate again, but Jed Lowrie is the key piece for the Mets right now, in my opinion. He can pretty much play anywhere in the infield if they really need him to. I think he can play first, he can play third, he can play second. The Mets have a very nice infield right now. Whoever they put at third base, either Jed Lowrie or Todd Frazier. Then they have Ahmed Rosario. They have Robinson Cano, Peter Alonso, who is rumored to be a really good prospect that the Mets want to bring up. He's a first baseman. And we cannot forget about Jeff McNeil, who did really well for the Mets in 2018. He came out of nowhere and just really, blew the roof off the place. Really good offensively and defensively. He's going to want to play somewhere too, and I'm sure the Mets are going to put him somewhere. Unless they put him at utility and then just kind of throw him in when needed. That's kind of where I think Todd Frazier is going to be as well. Jed Lowrie with the Oakland Athletics was definitely a great factor for them, but didn't really have a future in yellow and green with the A's, which is, it's going to happen to the best of them. So it just happened to be that the Mets were there to snag him, take him off the market, and really no one heard anything about Jed Lowrie, where he was going. This was definitely a move just made out of the blue. No one expected the Mets to sign him, that's for sure. I definitely didn't. Now there's not really that many great second basemen left on the market, and if a team that wanted to try to make an effort to get to the postseason needed one, well, they don't have much more to look to. New York Mets, they know what they're doing now. Brody Van Wagenen, you gotta give it up for him, because this guy came in, means business, and is just going to bring the Mets to a championship, I'd say within the next 6 seasons or so, 7 seasons. It's gonna happen, you know it. The New York Mets, they're too good right now. They really are. I mean, they haven't played a game yet, but with the names they have and the players coming together, joining as one team, you know it's gonna be good. So guys, that is going to end this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.